Ladies and gentlemen, 2017 BMW X6. How to remove the alternator. After you remove, the intake, assembly, the throttle body, intake boot. But now we come down to the alternator itself. This is the alternator. You're gonna have to slacken the compressor. See the compressor right here? The compressor have 3 bolts. One gonna be right here. Put on the light. One is gonna be right here. Let me get my flathead screwdriver. One bolt is gonna be right here, 30 millimeter on the compressor. One is gonna be in the back, right here. See right there? And right at the bottom, in the same direction from the front, is the next bolt. Just go right down. Push your hand right down on the side of the firewall and loosen up that 13 millimeter bolt. What I use a swivel head. Alright, that's how I get that with a 13 socket. That's how I get the compressor out. So once I get the compressor out, it have a bracket that holds. Let me see if I can give you some good pictures. I have a bracket that holds the compressor. So you have 3 bolts. You have 1 bolt up in here. So there's a bracket here. So I must put my hand, drag my hand right up. So right here, right there. See right here? Trace my finger down. Is a 13 millimeter bolt right there. You just loosen that up. Give it about, give it like 10 turns, even 15. If it's 10 don't work, give it 5 more turns. After you loosen up that, the next one is right here. There's my magnet. Next one is right here. See right there? That's it right there. See that one? You loosen up that one too. And after you done loosen up that, there's a third one right here. Let's see, you can see through the camera. Right. I'm gonna have to go down some more. There's a third bolt. I'm coming across on this side. There's a magnet going right here. That's the third bolt. See that one? See, make sure it's the right one, and it's right here. See where the camera is, because I can barely see. Yeah, that's the third bolt. That one right there. See that one? That's the third one. Once you get those 3 bolts, but those 3 bolts, remember, do not take it all the way out. Just loosen it up. Give it about 10 to 15 turns. All right. Once you loosen it up, the alternator is gonna come right up to the top. You just rock the bracket forward. See? Once you rock the bracket forward, the bracket move already, and you just pull up the alternator right here. You know you're gonna have to loosen the 13 on the alternator and the clip. If you cannot unclip it, once you loosen it up, you could turn it sideways and get the clip if you can't squeeze it. Turn it up a little bit. There's a plug. So if you can't squeeze that, tab, see the tab right on top? If you can't squeeze that, you just turn the alternator on the side a little bit. After you bring it up, turn it on the side. You mightn't have that much play. So you can turn it on the side and unplug it if you cannot reach it. Alright, obviously, you're gonna have to remove the tensioner that holds the belt to make it easier for you. So that's going to be a, what's this? This is a T60 that goes into the little tensioner. That little groove right here goes in there. See right there? You put that in there and you put the whatever ratchet handle you have, you're gonna put it on. So you're gonna go the opposite way just to loosen up the belt. And once you get that out, that's it. All right, 2017 BMW 6 Series, how to remove the alternator. All right, hopefully you guys like and subscribe.